people out there. Another day we are here. We are grateful anyway. How you doing? Trust your day started well and trust your weekend been good. Anyway, we just started though. I know the weekend will definitely be good, okay? So that's it. You're watching Time with Counsellor Stella, another new episode on Time with Counsellor Stella. We're talking about neighbors. Love your neighbor. Do people still love their neighbor? Is it possible in today's world that people still show that love to their neighbors? We want to find out because today we have intelligent guests in the house as usual. Although this is a things that we go through in our daily basis or in our daily activities, if I might put it that way, or in our community, most of the time people find it difficult to love their neighbors, and we wonder why. And actually, we know we are living in a world with full of hatred and mistrust and so on and so forth. But then those humble people in the house today, my lovely guest, I have in person of Apostle Joseph, and I have in person of Prophetess Mami Sewa. These are intelligent people, of course, you know what I'm talking about. So they will dive us into this particular topic to find out if we still have good neighbors. Do people still love their neighbors? We will find out tonight. Stay tuned and please send your comments coming. Do not forget to like and share. I keep telling us all the time that I can't do this alone. Neither can we do. I am my guest. We can't do this alone. We need your support. How do we need your support? When you listen to what we are saying, it interests you. Click the button, like and share, so that people out there who can also listen and learn. Even though what we are coming to talk about, like I keep saying all the time, we don't know it all. We have people that know what we want to talk about. We're here to remind them through this medium. So keep it locked and be with us. Stay tuned. All right, my lady prophetess. Good evening, Mama.
Good evening.
You're looking so beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. I know you've packaged yourself tonight, right? Apostle, how are you? Today you don't look sharp like usual. No. As if you're crying within you. It's something bothering you. I'm here. Let's dig it out. I hope all is well.
Yes, all is well.
You look tired anyway. All right, tonight we're diving into neighbors. Love your neighbor, and today this is our third episode on this topic, and we want to really go deeper because this is what we face every day in our daily activities, in our community, and so on and so forth. We're talking about loving your neighbors. Let me start with Mama Prophetess. Do you think, or would you like to introduce yourself to us? Please greet our audience. Sorry.
Yo, everything for me chair obibia embrenedu. Obiamfa ni TV into o machine TV. Na ye wo nkomo de aye betwetwe ho nkomo ye den Counsellor Stella. Enti obia ntie Madam Wase.
All right, thank you so much, Mommy. I don't know, make it short one as usual.
Yes,
okay?
Lovely viewers, good evening to you all. This is your servant Joseph, and tonight, as you know, we are here to deliberate on this important subject. Is it possible to love our neighbors today, in this today world? I'm sure you want to know, and I'm sure you also want to contribute. So stay with us as we walk through this together. Thank you.
Interesting one. That is it. So we walk in this together, or we walk through this together. Yeah. Nice one. All right, Mommy. Do you believe that so much love between neighbors in this our generation today? Is it possible that people still love each other?
Yo, Counsellor, medasi. Na ewo edaso wo say ye neighbors no. Ya sorry efo. Ye fipamfo. Ye namfo. Baby aye adwuma ni ekuku a ihia. Enyina ye neighbors.
Yeah.
Na ododa so wo ho ema ye neighbors. Obi wo ho a naturally odonipa. Sani etie bia a ne neighbor befom no oja amaneka. Try say oni neighbor no betima siesie omontem no matena yie. Neighbor bi wo ho so sani obeye no ho no. Ana medical aka say obi wo ho a odo ne ntino sani obeye no ho bia no o try say oni ne beye fine. Ewo adwuma mu ensori mu ekuakuo mu sanse owodo a opese one ne neighbor tran so neighbors ni bi wo ho a omasam ye din enti se ba ko anya ne ho jimfo ana sabi ba ko anya ne ho kwase a munyina no e wakoma ha omo ntimi nsan bisa akoma no we akoma gina so we so akoma gina so
Yes.
aya na eyeti ebi so wo ho a oni ne kunu nete asema si oni ne neighbor no entem awarefo asema si neighbor ne omuntem be man betima ka kire ne yire se yenya man nka ne ekuta nkwala obema ne beja amana ka wo hia neighbor na obetima chia na oba ne hia na ehia neighbor na onchia no obetima chia neighbor no ne ma so onchia ni oni na nya asem nti be hu ne se eya ma no bebre so e create sa problem na eba ne sa mema ne de most of mema no mo try mema betima chia ne neighbor asem si no mo siesie wi a obetima chia ne neighbor no na oba ne de asi bu so onchia neighbor no me hu ne sa o yo ba na otesa ase kunu na won ne tekura umu no
And the crap.
umu no
Yeah.
and I saw that in so umu nipa sa wo ye gidi ni a na wo neighbor afomwa media media ne say neighbor na wafom no wo ye gidi ni a wo pass mu je no be try say mo be di asomdwe mo di yie betu yie cause neighbor de oye obusuani oye wunua se bibi to wo ni neighbor ebe yi na se bibi to wa on na wo say oye dey so mo ansa.
All right. Interesting. Nice one. Mommy is taking us through this journey. I think this journey is very deep, but we'll get there. Please, what is your take, my brother?
Yes, I also think that it's possible today for neighbors to live in peace. It's possible for love one another to work today in today's world. It is very possible. Now, what or how is this possible? First of all, when we understand forgiveness. Forgiveness is one key thing that if everybody understands it, it's able to breed peace in the environment. If I understand that I'm human and my neighbor is also human, whichever way it is, I may step on his toes and he might also step on my toes. For that reason, if there is a misunderstanding, I would rather sought for peace. So forgiveness is one key thing. If we are able to understand forgiveness properly, then the love one another that we all know about will to be able to exist in our communities, in the neighborhood.
Interesting one. Thank you so much. This is nice one. We're talking about loving your neighbor. Is it still possible in this world that is full of hatred? Is it possible in this world that social media is distracting so many people out there? People are living fake life. Is it possible to have that thing we call real love, loving your neighbor? And so many people forget to understand that their neighbor, it's their brother. In the church, your church member is your neighbor. In a vehicle, public transport, the next passenger sitting by is your neighbor. So many people do not understand this. People can sit in a bus and talk to their co-passengers anyhow. So I don't just get it. That is what we're trying to find out tonight. Do we still have love? And my prophetess and my apostle, they are telling us that this love still exists. But we need a spirit of forgiveness. But let me dive into what Mommy just said. She made a statement. You said we need a spirit of forgiveness. Now, she tried giving a scenario where a husband would greet the neighbor and the wife would not greet. Probably in court there's an issue and they just want to resolve it. Then the man will say, neighbor, good morning. Then the wife will say, I will not greet the neighbor. In that aspect, does it mean the husband has forgiven the neighbor and the wife do not want to forgive? What do you think?
Okay, with this, I think the man being the head of the house, I think the man has more work to do, because as a man or as a husband, your wife is like your child. Your wife is like your child. So if you have found a reason to let go of some grudges, I think you can equally teach your spouse to do so. And if the woman is submissive and understanding, she will side with you and let bygones be bygones. So I think that with that, I think the man has more work to do, because if you make the woman understand your stand
as a head,
she would want to reverence that. And the thing is, she will not make peace because of the other person, but because of you, the husband, coming in to close the chapter. Because of that, the woman may want to listen to you and let sleeping dogs lie. So I think it's possible that the woman may not adhere to to the peace that the man wants to build, and all will depend on one or two reasons, especially the root cause of that misunderstanding. If the root cause happens that the husband did not give reference to the woman.
How?
Let me give an example. For example, in a home, there's a conflict, and with a conflict, let's say it's a drying line that brought the problem. Common drying line. This one says I washed first. This one says I washed first. So maybe they are fighting because of the drying line. It's a weekend. Everybody wants to wash. So when it happens like that, and the man comes in and says, "Oh, let these people first put their things on the line. When it dries, we can also dry ours, so that we can just save some peace."
Okay, that's fine.
And then the lady doesn't understand why. Maybe the other person is younger, and the wife is elderly. So the woman will expect the husband to give her that respect because of age matter. If the neighbor is younger, so it happens that the husband turns around to speak in favor of the neighbor. It will not give the woman the free heart to make peace, because she will feel disrespected for age reasons.
Okay. In that aspect, I think there's lack of communication in that home. They lack good communications. Ukunuka say, my neighbor normal hata omunyama na omude wa na ya hata yedi. Ana wo ba say da bida. Penny, accept side. You don't respect your husband, and your husband is not communicating well. You guys don't have good communication, because if a man could stand, Gina compound house up in front of before your neighbor, and I catch you say, I will not allow us to dry. Let our neighbor finish. Obanobe feel bad, like you said. That is where the lack communication. There's no good communication. I think I expect the man to go indoor, call my wife indoor, and say, okay, this is the reason. Let's let them do this, please, and that and that. So if the woman said no, that is when you can say she's a disrespectful woman.
Okay, I get it.
So ma, what is it like? The okay trying to say most of the time, Obabi will ha or say obey to me are disrespecting you kunu. Maybe ni kunu chia nebano, no bano so on chia nebano. Into what she say, there's a lack of good communication between them. And our age, is that what you're saying?
I'm not
just break it down so that
Mami Nuna Amonia Sama. Example no, Mami Nuna Amonia Sama. Baku Yepu, Bakosu Yekitua. Wow. Now, Penini Kunu say Obano on chance na Kituano, I will in Nibano, or Hatani Yama. Or Hatani Yamana say, War, no Musama Hatamosomuniama. Nabaya asundre na papa ne kasa no enya say bia of 4 bi so or asundre.
One say
okay, let's hear from him.
One say ne wo kan enso wo ho na say oba ebu ukuna na say ukunu kura timidi ayesa oba atan be ma timidi nani ebu otimi bu nani kire ne yere ma hu say ne wo oba yi wo ye ni kunu no mpe enti sa oba ne ya kwala wo so e de wo na wo ya ne yere nti ebu okwan so no okunu ne nya ka se jaima ne hata enche se wo onye dai ombu obu opasundwe akwala no ya ne de nka hwe wo so fa goma okunu na ne wura dem sa oni ne wura wi a na wo ne na ye dai akokasa eno na kire se wo bu okunu na se wo bu ukunu na ukunu pie na woni akwala e bia wo sin ne panyini na woni akwala eyiyi wa homa ye be hata ade na ukunu si jama na hata me gidi se buo wo woni ukunu ntema wo be ja ama na hata
at once
na woni ukunu awura dem se wo bibia na woni ukunu ayede
akwa inside
na se ukunu se oya akwala wo wanyiri chen ntino na ukunu se ma na hata esan se o pe peace ntino o se ma na hata ti oba wo bu ukunu no obema na hata na wadi ukunu achi ayedai ewura dem
Alright.
so wo bibia wo ne ewura dem ana wo na akoma
Attraction. That is a good one out there. Yes, we're talking about loving your neighbors, and we begin to find out from those intelligent guests here that most of the time women are the ones that brings a conflict in the home between the neighbors, and they bring it to those men, their husbands. Okay, I come to understand. When they're saying this, I was like, how come? And with a woman, then I realized that most of the time men are piled with a lot of responsibilities, hitting the street, try to provide food on the table, try to pay bills, and all of that. Most of the time, those kind of women that do not have so much respect to their husband and do not understand what life is all about or what marriage is all about, they care not less, they don't care. All they keep doing is dragging issues and making sure they pile issues. Whenever the man hit the street and come back with a stressful day, decided to rest, then they bring out issues and begin to cause a whole lot of conflict in the house. Like Prophetess said, she said most of the time women are into this. And also, Apostle also give his own side that it depends on their communications. So we are digging in. So I don't know your take out there, my lovely audience, but all I want you to do is like and share so that people can join, and let's do this together. All right, Mommy, let me get back to my question. And two neighbors have an issue. They had an issue, and this issue started from that neighbor to the next. Then the woman and the husband were against that neighbor, a terrible issues. The whole street gathered. Then after for some period of time, like 6 months, then the man decided to say good morning to the neighbor. That shows that this man wants peace. Of course, that neighbor, so long as you're a woman, is a real man that have his own family. He has come and said good morning, my neighbor. That means he wants peace. You don't expect him to go on his knees and all of that. He wants peace. Then they begin to greet. But the husband, the man's wife, do not want to be greeting the other neighbors. What kind of a woman is that? What do we have to say concerning this particular aspect? Let me start with the prophetess, then I come to Apostle.
Counsellor, Medasi, at times, you know, I want a 40. Nkabo musawe ya warefoa no ma ye honam ba ko they say BBSC one neighbor entema na se wukunu abam na mo siesi asem na me gidi say asomdwe na wukunu no ye den ehwehwe na ya na ema ne bi wo ho mukura musu a wo de nam se wukura su na de nam a wukunu asiesi asem no se wo ne neighbor no nya fine because we neighbor de oye wo nua se de wa fumu bia no oye wo nua bia bibi betima to sa nipa ne be so mu this ukunu pepis no na se ukunu pepis no mo atena se akasa wi na se wo bu ukunu na ukunu ahu neighbor no e bia si mo sese no achia na bi giri se wo bu ukunu na wo so chia no na mfa asomdwe nya dan emra na wo kunu chia na wo oba no se wasi wo busa wo nya den wo nchia e so oba no wo mu kunu no e na wo mu nipa so wo mu nipa se wo bu kunu a wo du kunu ti na wo bu kunu a wo bu nipa ya se wo bu kunu dia na se wo mu nipa.
All right, thank you so much, prophetess. And no, men will always be the herd. Women, I keep telling. I can remember my journey in this counseling work. My target were women. I find out that women are doing so many things that are causing problem on earth. That is what I said. Women will always bring problems and bring it to the men. So if so, you do not have a matured man as a husband, your home will crash into pieces. That is why men are king, men are heroes. You need to stand. Do not maltreat your wife and do not abuse your wife. When a woman is bringing that attitude that will bring downfall, disgrace to your family, to your name, to crumble your name, man, you should be able to see it from afar and know how you go about it. I don't know, Apostle, what do you have to add?
Okay.
On this?
So, like Prophetess was saying, and sometimes it will depend on how the conflict or the misunderstanding was handled.
Okay. Was handled. Not how it started, but how it was handled. Thank you so much.
You see, when we don't handle things properly, it keeps an unhealed wounds in the hearts.
Thank you.
They are like marks. They are marks. So because of that, you may find out that the lady or the woman or the wife in question may be putting up some attitudes. And if you are not careful, you may be quick to judge and think she's not a good person. But that's not really the case.
Okay.
Women easily hurt than men. Women easily hurt than men. And women also keep things. Not only women.
Most of the time,
Yes.
women.
You see, so if there is a conflict, you as a man, the way you will handle it before even starting to make peace with the other party is very important. You shouldn't make your wife feel less in front of the neighbor. If you do that, forever, so long as she stays in that compound or in that environment, she will make sure she's not making peace because of how you portrayed her image outside. So the way we handle issues as men in front of others or neighbors is very, very, very important. It's very important. How you trashed the issue, how you ended it all. At the end of the day, your wife should have some glory in the presence of the neighbor.
Okay, this is still lack of good communication. This is still the same thing. It boils out to lack of good communication.
Yes, communication too.
Now, if husband and wife always have good communication in their chambers, indoors, no matter how it is, when they come out, it will reflect. Now, if a woman, like Mommy said, you are not good with your neighbors, and your husband, which is the head, me, my husband is my little God. I don't know about it. I think that's how it should be. Now, kunu achia neighbor oba, kunu achia oba, and a oba osi kunu achia unchia. You don't respect your husband.
Yes.
Chale, Master, Apostle,
yes.
no.
Oh,
you know, no, Apostle,
this.
I'm coming. There's some issues, and let's call a spell, please. Let's stop doing like Oba. Every time men are pampering women, then women are riding men. No, it is wrong. That is not how originator of marriage and relationship have made it to be. Women should be some. When we talk about submissive comes in different definition. Your man is the head. Instead of me, I will greet my neighbor and make sure I go in the room. My husband will make sure he will not greet my neighbor. Because me kunu chia my neighbor, me oba, me kunu chia oba. Good morning. Now peace. Now me oba mum. Now me say me kunu men chia. You don't respect your husband. And any children around are learning it. Your kids are picking it. They know you don't respect their father. If my father can come and greet a woman, good morning, my neighbor, and you, the woman, will come, you will not greet, no matter what the situation is. I think the woman is wrong. Let's hear from her. Then we come back, sir.
So, Counsellor, what we say, nipa yehuya humsi. Yeshia babia mienu ne miensa yehuya humsi. Nanka ni amesre say ye neighbors ne de. We see yetimi ni omo tena yie. Ye ni neighbors tena yie. If you say neighbors na ye hia wa, obi wo ha, obi afiri ni kuro mu different ye nyina ya de. Ya be hia. Di ya be hia ye babia ye hia no. Ye abusua. Babia ye hia no ye abusua. Nti nka neighbor no otia wo sedan a. I was say you try say. You be make peace.
Yeah.
Na sanya me Apostle Kayan. E wo ho but ebi mu wo ho a omu nim fache. Si adi asem che dabi. Na wo yo oba me de me yo oba nti meka oba asem wo yo oba na say wonne neighbors nya asem na so nya amane nka ukura nkwala no mesua afiri wo ho.
No ana nkwala mu sua afiri mba.
Nkwala omusua ne ma firi ye ma e wo chen. Emema cause mema no omo ntante na fie nti ye ma no akwala mu sane ma me chia obi a ohia na onchia obetwam nti ye ma no na ye say try say bibi si ye ne ye neighbors ntem a ye betima siesie che mema no po this no kuna ba mu say jama nka because o hwe say ukuta akwala bia na oni wo na asem si fie wa neighbors na ana sa wuton ade wo ba bi na say omo a wo no omo ben no uno obi aya aka uno bia ya kan ti se ja to storm a Why never bow? Minimum neighbor be a metimi dia example. Not only fearful nyina nkasa.
Wow.
And on ne ba be yare ye. Em say wala no mu di agro. Because ono obi anya fine. Omu di agro na ba ku pia ba ku. Ono na ono obi aya aka no. Obi pia ne ba na ne ba no hwe ho. Ne ba no hwe ho no. Ne be se wo ho ni nyina no. Obi antimi ngoso akola because so akola no mu na maame ne ba ebe fia. Jumo obedi wo no. Time oba ya o man ne ba so e didn't do hospital na ne ba na wu.
What? True life story.
Na ne ba na wu. Enti no e ya ade a e koso o mantamu baby a ye ton ade an sorry mu ekuokuo mu mini we nya fine metia ho ye gidifo ye kristofo ne ye nyina ye nyamesomfo de nke ye nkofum ya e wo se ye de che.
Okay. Yes, Mama. Thank you so much. My end directing Asorin Sway. Apostle, as a apostle of God, do you notice, have you heard, have you seen some thing that even in a church we have people that they don't talk to their brothers due to past conflicts?
Oh, yes, I think yes. It's something that happens most of the time.
Wow.
Especially when there are petty disagreements. You know, when there are petty disagreements. Even in the Bible, we had the apostles of Jesus having disagreements. Yes.
So it is right for them to happen in the church?
They can have. The Bible did not say you can't disagree with your brother.
Yeah, we want to
You
know.
can disagree with your brother.
Yeah, it happens in the church. People are
Yes,
not
people
in good time with their brother.
Okay, I won't say good terms, but I will say disagreement. That's why I'm using the word disagreement.
But have you come across in the church where people, they don't talk to each other for some time?
Yes, it's possible. It's also there.
It is
Especially
there. Why should that be?
unhealed wounds.
Unhealed wounds.
Maybe there were
But as they
things
listen to
that
the word of God, often the wound is not still healed.
Wounds are not just healed by listening to the word of God.
Okay, give us a scenario.
Wounds are healed when you press the wound. You have to press the wound.
How?
If I have a wound here in my palm, if I want the wound to heal, I have to press it.
Okay.
Use warm water. Put medicine in the wound.
So in this case, we can't
But
press
if
the
I'm
wound.
bathing
We are
warm
giving
water,
a scenario.
I'll give you an example.
So give us.
If I'm bathing warm water, it will not heal the wound. But if I put the warm water inside the wound,
So you are saying that preaching the word of
general
God,
word
listening
of
to the word of God does not
is
heal.
general. But
doesn't
what
heal.
brought the problem has to be solved from its root.
Okay.
That is
Can
what
you
will bring
give us a
peace.
sharp one,
For
quick
example,
one, something short?
Okay, so in the church, there is, let's say, mostly it's money issues that brings conflict more. So let's take that aspect. In the church, maybe there's been a fundraising, okay, and they want to use the money for instruments, but then maybe there are people in the church that don't even have a place to stay. So some leaders say, "Oh, the money we have gotten, let's use it to help people who don't have a place to stay." And those who are also very spiritual and very,
Enthusiastic
yes,
people.
they'll say, "No, let's go and buy instruments, speakers, and go out for crusade." So if eventually that money is used for instruments for crusade,
Other people will not be
and
happy.
the other people who are there that expected some funds to come aid them in their living don't get that funds, they'll have some bitterness.
I've seen some. I've heard some.
They'll say, "No, it's like
I've been working in the church for long. I've seen someone saying that.
You see.
My Juma was sorry, after me nisika me dying. The church could not help me. So they are peace. They always move. I've come across people.
So you see, something like this, it's not general preaching that will do anything. It's about attacking the problem from its root. That is what will solve the problem.
Okay, let me get you clear here now. We're talking about people having neighbors, but they don't show love, they don't value them. Because if you don't love someone, you don't value the person. And Apostle is giving us a scenario that in the church, for example, we have people, they don't talk. And I said, but they listen to the word of God, wouldn't they change? He was like, no, they really need to get to the root of what the problem is before it could be solved.
Yeah.
I think he's making a good point here.
Yeah.
I think it refers to when the neighbor, the husband was greeting Probably the wife would not respond because they've not gotten to the root of the issue. Now we are coming down. We are digging it up. I don't know what you're doing, man. Yes. You enjoy what we do. You're watching Time Counsellor Stella. This is how we do it every Saturday, exactly 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Do not forget to hit that button on hit Omashi and like and share and send your comments coming on YouTube Omashi, on Facebook and all our social media handle Omashi. I keep telling you all the time that we have a lot of program pilot, but do not forget, let me round it up here right now. Youth, I am out there for you. You can call me on 0554841127. Those, I've gotten a lot of people, they are learning their handwork. We're doing this on behalf of Mashi, and Time with Counsellor Stella is doing this for every young girl on the street that would like to learn handwork. Stop standing around the street. Stop wandering around the street. Call me on 0554841127 so that I can take you where you learn all your handwork. Everything that concerns beauty or fashion design. Thank you so much. Do not forget to like and share too, and so that people can listen to what we're talking about. Neighbors. Do people still love their neighbors in this world that is full of hatred and a whole of discrimination that comes left and right and self-centered and all of that? That's what we're talking about. So you're making a good point, Apostle. You hit a point right now. And I want you to really go into it. You were just roaming about. I have to fish it out. We don't have time. You need to hit the nail where it has to be knocked. I'm coming. Now, we're finding out right now that the reason why some people, their husband might be greeting their neighbor, and some of us, I and also from mommy, we said no. A woman, since your husband have decided to want peace to reign, you have to also comply. We are finding out right now that it could be with his illustration that the wound, what makes the woman not to want to greet, have not been solved. I think we have people like, but for me, no matter what it is, your husband is ahead. Do what he said you should do. Then you go back door and also sit down with your husband and iron things out and come out again with a boldness. So I don't know. So go where you're going.
Yeah. So when it happens like that, the fans went into crusades. And some also were like, it's supposed to come
and pay house rent and all of
us
that
with our livelihood. I mean, daily hustle.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
If you meet that evangelist who spearheaded the whole thing, that sent the money into buying instruments, whilst you don't have a place
to lay your head.
Good. Yes, so how would it you don't feel that this money could have helped us? But for
now you call Ejuma, I'm coming. You call Ejuma outside Accra. You call Ejuma war. Akusi. Then my colleague, we're going for movie job. Then he was like, I said, why? He's a lively person. Why? What's going on? He was like, I'm sorry, dear. I'm sorry. I was like, how? No start. You see, why Juma was sorry for years. Or ye wait, share. Now we documents say, sorry, Juma na me. Me landlady pamome. Me rent car aso because of a Juma na ye call ye outside Accra. Ye chewo. Papa na friend me landlady fear no. My friend sorry someone boa me. They say they don't have money. And this guy, he's not happy. Till now, he doesn't go to church anymore. Have you seen? These are some of the things. You're making a good point.
Yes, and another point too is denomination and religious differences.
Are you sure this topic will end? I don't think we're going to wrap up today.
Religious differences, and denominational differences.
It's a huge...
I'm a Catholic. She's a Presbyterian. How can we be good neighbors?
Oh,
when she is bowing...
I think I've seen
to Mary, and I don't agree to buy into Mary. So definitely, there's going to be some heat.
And politics.
Let me
say something here.
Councillor, Gigi phone. Yentimi entna say Gigi phone. Na a hardry. Oko Muslim someone. Odu baby na say obi butasi wokra otimi fa no friend. Eya odra. Omudi ahihye niema. Na ye no ye nyina ebekọ sene apostle kai. Mekọ asori we. Mekọ asori A. Mekọ we kọ asori B, we kọ asori C. Enti wu nkọ A a ono nya adwen. Sa wukọ A dia wono ya adwen. Sa wunko Oko B no no ko A a.
Ntokwa. Enye okay.
Eni se ono wo tira yie, eno so ka ho.
It's true, Apostle. It's
Because
true.
Oko sunsum sorry. Sunsum sorry a wo ko nti no. O chiri wo mpe sunsum sorry ni. On pesa o di sunsum sorry ni be kasa. Oko Pentecost, oko Methodist. Unko bia ono onya adwen. Eno ya ade a, eno so ha adwen ewo ya setenem. Eno ya ade a, eno so ya ade a, eno so ha adwen wo ye mantamu. Baby a ye ton ade. Sa wo ne kwa asore ba ko dia mo o store ni. No store ni, e dia mo ye nipa ba ko. Na so ono nkwa asore dia. Mo nye nipa ba. Na me mo se ye nyina no, nyame ba ko na ye som no. Ti se ye nyina ko pem se ye nyina be hu se nyame ba ko ne ye som no no. Ni atena yie no, eno na be boa ye. Na se ye ne se we kwa ha, we me nkobi, nti me ne nya adwen a. Eno na emmoa ye wo ya setena mu.
Interesting one. Religion aspect.
Yes, and also another aspect that I have also noticed is tribal differences.
Yeah.
Since I'm an Eve, you are not an Eve. No, I won't understand. You can't be my brother. You can't be my sister.
Yeah.
Because we don't speak the same language.
Yeah.
No, we can't rule.
It is wrong.
It doesn't. It shouldn't be so. I think no religion has created anybody, and no tribe has created anybody. That's one thing we are missing. No tribe has created anybody. No religion has created anybody. No religion has created anybody anywhere.
Okay.
We all came from the same source, and that makes us one big family.
One big family.
So
and we are still calling the same God.
Until we understand that, it's not going to work. So that's my little submission for now.
I'm short of words.
It's very important.
It's very important. If you are I can remember when a lady was working for me, my sales, I don't want to say all my best workers. In fact, the people could come and say, hey, I'm working with this people. Like me, you are, can you, like, how? Obey, cover my eye. Are you, like, cover my eye, my sweat, and how? You know? Can say, you're working with this, why do you like working with this tribe? They will use charm on you and take your business. Do you know those people, they say they will use charm on me? They are my best worker. I was telling my daughter yesterday, these girls, about 6 of them, they have all got married in my shop. Decent. The people, see, discrimination. And you still call God? Charlie? If you walk around my car, so let me show you. Like, discrimination is too much. Mama, let's hear what you.
That's what I want to say. Say, Uwodo. Na wuti nyame ase a baby a wo bedru emfa woni say nipa ne ye pepeni nipa ne ya igbeni ana nipa ne ye asantini se wo odo na wuti nyame na wo som na ase a
mama
baby a wo bedru bia no
obedo
bia ena obo nyina so ye wonuanom na se woni odo de a sa na wo fa life no sa nti wo fa life ni say obeye nyiyimu but wo odo na wuti nyame a wo som no na ase a nyame a yesom no bebre nti ase
it's true
so wuti nyame ase a unko yiyimu say we ya igbeni na we ye pepeni me ye pepeni na wo ya igbeni nyame a yesom no so baako ne yesom no nti ye nyina ye nipa baako nti den nti na wo say ye yiyimu se me no me anu ye gidie ewo mu say ye nyina ye gidifo na wo ya igbeni me no nyina ye som nyame baako me gidi say ye betena yie asetra na ye betena yie na se nya ne sa ye kuokuo mu ya sori mu ye ba bia ye te na se nya say we ye say we kwa asori ha ye ntimi ntena yie eno so ka ho bi na neighbors ye ntimi ntena yie me area metim no me ni obia me mfa ne say we ye say me hu ne say ye nyina ye som nyame baako ntimi do obia me hu ne say me dia me do obia o me hu ne say sa na obia do me so wo no me a na ye wo wasem obi betimi ado enso na wonim so odo eno so wo ho obi betimi ado nya say bia no wo kasa o
eno ye beba ho eno ye baba obi wo ho betimi ado but won so do but they don't go to you to sit and chat. Me like this, I can love you whoever you are, but I will say me need time. Me go visit me nimpo. So you're making a good point there. I'll come back to that particular place. Back to them. Let me ask Osofo, Apostle, Argentina neighbors, they don't love each other, but they love strangers. Or more do obi or me around. Say or more neighbor.
Okay.
Mommy, I'll come back to that.
Okay. Sometimes too, when familiarity.
Okay.
Familiarity is
Too much of familiarity.
yes. Because maybe they stayed there for a very long time. So I say you have seen the beginning of the person, the rising of the person, up to where the person is now. You know how the person started their life. You see. So knowing the person's roots, because you have stayed long, that familiarity is able to bring that division,
making you feel you don't love your neighbor.
Exactly.
All right. I think
familiarity is one.
I think it doesn't make good points for a child of God, like we'll say Obia, or the person that have a spirit of love. You really grow in love. You know what love is, or like you understand we're serving one God. Ntinipa kwa what now unche ache. Your neighbor for years should rather be your best friend. I said what can you no correct? And I say it's the truth. Over familiarity makes people to depreciate your value. And I shouldn't be so. And those that say that way and conform, they don't know what love is all about. They don't value love. And if you don't know what love is, you don't love God. You can stay here praying shabba 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 baby. Omo boy shabba shabba did no mujina omo speaking in tongue. Within a twinkle of eye, they are gossiping about their fellow brother. I go like, what is this? Like,
Counsellor, yeah, Apostle Elkan, Ewo.
Papa.
Yes, Christo, the chrome for crying out.
Okay.
Oh, man, you
said
I
it.
think I said it last.
Oh, man, you know, actually, say, so wouldn't you name Panasia? Only wouldn't Nasi, Nania, who so don't know the area, and also no,
Papa.
Oh, no,
so Yankupo who cry now.
oh, no. I said, what the area? Nipadi nimu. Na say e onimu no a woni ne ti area no. Nyame frɛ wo kura wanyi wo nida. Se nyame afrɛ wa enya de obaji wadi. Ma ne wo nimu ne na nyame afrɛ no no e bi kura na ne one ne te one e wonim no. So nti ne oka no me ne ya adwen. E wo ho e ma mantam abusua empo ekuaku asori mu ba bia onimu enti ni mo ni mo nti bia na wo kura wo ni mo no oni ye no eye papa ba ni onim na bia no di suban bi kura na e baba te wonim no ayesa wo no obatifie
omutina ma omu 1 month ka obehu
oba drive you sa wo oba drive na wonim no o drive kura na se eye papa abaka se nye ba ni wonim no ne fa wo na se o drive wa abaka se ono ne driving kura ye den eye.
It's true.
And so now we're banning him driving chain nipa na wo hu no ba ono no we obe wo nti e bia ahaye wo sa nipa na openti o wo ba betima penti me ba betima penti ba isan se bi ni mu nti wo penti kura meka se nya papa me kofo obi na obe penti anu mo mani je ho chain nipa na obe me eno ni so ya ade a e ha adwen
people don't value what they have
nti ama neighbors no eno so ya ade a e affect ye cause me ne wo atena firi nkwala abrem minimu woni minti de
eno ngompu na eye
woni minti de nti mi onimu no instead say bibi be ba ne onimu ne nsam no eni abonti si no nya dai emefa
but mami rom kakra mi won ne baby o mi stop back mi won mi in fact mi neighbors ni no mo ye 5 when you say baby I mean what is here no if I don't see my neighbors, my old neighbors, a day, 2 days, 3 days, I go look for them. What does it? Until me feel said those old ones should be your best friend because of money or history. Baby, I will start it. What does it? Baby, I mean what's this here? Me, I still love my older neighbors. They be I say, oh, my missing in Crawford. My missing because there's this chemistry like say say omunim baby I may start it. To be a share next one on new life story, on new story. Until me handle it with care. there will not be that much love. That's how I feel. So, I don't understand when people say that they almost start a life with you, so they don't regard it. I think I've heard this thing in a couple of people saying the same thing, that they don't respect you, they don't value you, which is wrong. So let me go to this way. What are the major obstacles that is preventing neighbors to show so much love and kindness towards their next door? What are the major obstacles?
One thing is we don't know the value of the person next to you.
Can you give us a little bit?
Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Let me take our prophetess, her illustration she gave, which you asked her whether it's a life happening.
Okay.
About someone in a neighborhood that is not living at peace.
All right.
And I think the son also fell, and the neighbors didn't come close.
Okay.
When she came later on, the child has gone bad. I mean, that have died before they were able rushing it to the hospital, something of that sort. She was saying something of that sort. You know, if you value your neighbor, if you know the value of your neighbor, you always want to be at peace with your neighbor, because you know that the person next to you is the one that can hold you when you are falling. Is the closest to hold you when you are falling.
Please, I'm not cutting you. As I'm working but my whole neighbor be life and current. Officer or bibia, Nikunu or bibia, until the neighbor back on no. The Yamakra to form the neighbor back on Yamato forma, only home peja. Meba. Miss Senu, we are me enemy. Me say no, me yawo, but I conclude say won't dummy. Until me slow. Do you get me right? Be more boundary like me. Obika was some cry. I will not support. I will not say anything against you, but I have made up my mind. Say me need neighbor. Yes, because well neighbor. Nyano share. Nyama kura to forma. Until me pajama. Obi be shishawa. Until me kase obi be show. Nkofo bi say wa say kro wo ho a wo bi sa no pon feel. So you have to make your mind say you don't have neighbor. I don't know if I'm making a point. You have to make but do not sit and discuss evil against him or her. Menka abonyasem, don't do things wrong, but just sack your mind. Say, you know, it's like you having a husband in the house on Shankolano, on Tuya Bill. Me, you want to say who Nikunu. Me, answer. Hey, good morning. I greet you. Good morning, sir. I'm not going to share me. Child, I'm say me angel. Me child, come on. Baba, suck my dream. Say me you kunu. Let me not go. So, no. Who will never say the word cannot say. You without your neighbor. Let me point you where you were. If you don't treat your neighbor well, if you don't value the value of your neighbor,
if you don't know the value of
you
your
might
neighbor,
lose big time when you are in crisis. Yes. Last 2 weeks, my illustration was I said during the raining time, flood, story building a bit it up and a bit it down. Until having it down in our cover with it. So if you are not nice with the neighbors that are upstairs, how would you send your belongings there? It's a good illustration. But I now brought in here is a case neighbor on share on pewasa. Some of them are spirits that is using them. Spirit no wa bape one say mami we ni spirit here high. Nti ya na ya on person you can't challenge her and him. I don't know if I'm making it. Also for mommy. Please I'll prompt you, right?
Ohu wa. Ni sunsumati ni mu.
Yo,
enu wo die no enhia.
Now you are talking.
Onu wo die enhia nti onu wo die enhia de a. Ni wo ye bia so na ni da.
Obekumpo. So just give boundary.
Onantie o kasa kra no. Pesa obeti. To obi wo wa ni sunsumati ni mu no. Oni ni hia, wo pa ye den. Onye good neighbor ma o da.
Da on pe wasam wo be why
no. Onye good neighbor ma o da. Wo pa ye den. Onye nti bi mu wo ho so a. Wa ba na wa beti wo ni wo sunsumati wo ne ne de no enhia. Nti wo ba hu ne say wa ye ne bibi so wonya ne hwe. Opa akona ne wakasa wonya ne hwe. Onim ni a wa ye de wo hu e wo hu.
Ba onim. Ma hu bi da. Me nim de maye mami we me chia no bon film. I've seen a lot. Me ma bisa obi say unpechia na. Me sorry anopa good morning film. Me say nti be ma ti say unpechia. Osi opechia. Me say nti de bia me chia un film. I cut it. I know you see I have a lot of people and Now, for me, papa, do I stroke? Me say, oh, good morning. He was so happy. On just so fine. And why are you disturbed? It's not your enemy on petya. Suck your mind, say, me neighbor on petya. Life is beautiful. It's how you live it. No, it's true. Maybe how me chia will be on me. You are struggling. You are like kidding me. So let's go to this way. Let's come back. Let's come back home. My feel it's necessary. Now, why is it that people that you love so much end up being your enemies? Does it mean they've not been your good neighbors? Because your friend could be your neighbor too. Is your neighbor. I don't know if I'm making a point. Why is that? Oh, Donipa. Nipa no Donpa. Uye bibia. Uye Joanne Kranawa mani bi on didi. Obe bisa say why didi? Obeti me bisa say I didn't know bisa me say ye date na your neighbor. And now Madam Fubisa say, have you eaten? I'm checking up on you. How are you doing? After nipa say I didn't know bisa me to say we are having intimate relationship. Doesn't mean they don't understand what neighbor is. They don't understand what relationship is. They don't understand what love is. Which one? Which is which?
Okay, first of all, I'll say there's a misunderstanding of the whole friendship or relation. I won't say relationship, but relation. First of all, misunderstanding of the relation.
How?
Okay, the person doesn't understand why you show love and care. So the person will misinterpret it to be something else. That is what the person will ask you, like, are we having any kind of relationship?
To me, the person is a village man.
It doesn't.
Who never. What is our neighbor say? How are you? Where did you na? Oh yana. After no bisa nipa, I didn't know bisa me sa. Then apostle, you are telling me say nipa no on tears.
Until he doesn't understand why we should sound or no.
That means he doesn't know the value of neighbor. On tears.
So tears here they are appreciating you.
Oh yeah, he doesn't know the value.
He doesn't understand.
Yes. Thank you, Papa. I'm a fear, trust. Oh no, he doesn't understand what love is. Because Jesus Christ helped us to understand that love your neighbor just as you love yourself. If you love me, you will love every living creature. Okay? And Debbie, I'm using illustration where love everybody you see on the surface of earth, but just be careful because humans are dangerous. They're always ungrateful. No matter how your neighbor has been wicked and cruel to you, it doesn't mean you shouldn't show love. Showing love comes in so many ways. You can show love to someone you don't sit and eat and chat. Show the person love through protecting the person on his or her absence. You don't greet your neighbor, but do not condemn your neighbor behind you. With all this, when the person thinketh evil for you, it comes back to the person, or it might not work against you. So what are we talking about? We should show love to our neighbors. Mommy said love still exists. Yeah. Apostle said love still exists. Yeah. But today in social media, what we see in social media, fake life.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that fake life on social media has brought or brings unitedness between neighbors, or does it bring destructions or separation between neighbors?
Okay. On social media, we have positive things and negative things. Okay. So if you are not fortunate and then you get yourself entangled with the negative things, it will affect your way of life. Because most of us learn on social media.
All right. Thank you so much. It's being answered. So can neighbors show deep love to their fellow neighbors without forgiving them? Is it possible? All right, let's hear from you, Mama.
Odono. Now, soon to me, and signing and Nancy, and also so ho. Now, Odono Wakuma. Send your baby be a Odono. Now, so untinent Nasi, and what dinkomo, say bia, many pay to her, a dinkomo. We now so Odono, and so free Wakuma, or you neighbor would don a bar. But a son say,
Thank you so much. But can people genuinely love and show love to their neighbors that have betrayed them, disrespected them, hurt them so deep? Can they still genuinely love them? If yes, how? If no, why not?
Yes,
Sharp
yes,
one.
yes.
Tired.
Maturity.
Thank you so much.
Maturity. If you are matured, very matured, you will not always give ears to conflict and misunderstandings. You will have to prove that you understand what you are doing.
Yeah.
So that the person who doesn't have understanding can gain understanding through you. So maturity is one thing. If you are matured, you can let bygones be bygones. You can let sleeping dogs lie. And then you can focus on strengthening love. So it's possible to be matured.
All right. Interesting one. Thank you. Maturity. This is where maturity falls in. When your neighbor hurts you, do you wrong, just show some love. It doesn't matter. God is our strength. We can't do this alone. God is our strength anyway. Let's go this way. Mama, do you think, say, it is very important and very vital for parents to teach their children how to love their neighbors, no matter what it is? Is it very important? If yes, why? If no, why not?
No correct.
Okay. Okay.
I will say our phobia. We are for. To me, a quine we breeze, so I'll bet you my senior on the draft for. Besides, Qualadia, near who bet you a woman. A show my dream, company so beginning. Obi or wa, or no nipa, if you said, Mammy, I wanted to know no nipa, and on the enemy. Ne maame ndo nipa fiti ahyase a obeto ye. Ne maame bi si nipa nye. Enti ne maame di ahye na adwemu se nipa nye enti no. Ono so akola no so asua saa de na yede. Afiri ne maame. Ne maame se enchia wei. Ono so ehia na onchia. E bia na maame ni wo wanchia no. Uduro nipa ne nchen ya na wahwefom saa nipa no na obema wo so. Tie wo sa wofo no yetimi e kire nkola ne se omuchia se de tie bia no. E wo se omo aye no omo ewo mantamu adwuma mu omo hu omo a oso omo chia omo.
All right, God bless you so much, mommy. And I have a message here. Dorothy says that does loving your neighbor mean tolerating every wrong behavior? Say, does loving your neighbor mean tolerating every behavior that your neighbor brings? Or do we have to draw a line? Can you make a sharp one?
Okay, so loving your neighbor does not mean always taking, excuse me to use the word, every nonsense. It means putting your neighbor right without having any hatred for your neighbor. That is what love is. Love is putting the person right without having any hatred.
But we have people, when you're putting them right, still they make the conflict become more severe.
How do you go about it?
You give them boundary.
That is them.
Call a spell a spell. No. There are so many people that go to hospital. People want love. People are looking, go for pay or dog, go hospital, go orphanage. Oh my goodness. Even on the streets, people want, you can start greeting from your doorstep to your workplace. People will love you for that. You won't crowd, like they are not happy. Yeah. So why would you disturb when you're greeting your neighbor, trying to put it? Are you putting your neighbor right? Are you the mother or the father? You show her love. Good morning, my neighbor. Protect your neighbor. And no matter what the circumstances, the challenges between you are, do not discuss your neighbor. Do not gossip. Do not be jealous. Do not be envious. Do not hate your neighbor. And you move on with your life. That neighbor will turn around and start looking for your face. Once you've shown, begin to supply love to people that you don't even know. That is why people show much love to the distant people than their next door. This is the main fundamental thing. Because what children will never, one say cry before you cook for you and your children to eat, you sweat. One say only baby cry, what could be some matches there? What could be some toast there? Until we underestimate you. Don't worry. Show her love. You ask because you love her. One say neighbor your sister. And I will now only be could be so wow. Nti afa no wa nti sisi on respect wo biem anya hwe wo chia no biem on jesu a ana nyame abehira wo sha atade wo hu ye fe, you look more classic, which she never expected. Because some people, we have people that don't person they be na pa on chop mamintos, they like it when you are on the ground, they use you like a rag. But when God lifts you, they see that you don't really beg for help like before. They begin to get envy. Do not hate them. Appreciate them for the ones they've done. In fact, Hug them and tell them everything you've done, all the support, you did it to the glory of God. Move on with your life. Don't beg people. When we say neighbor love, it is important to love your neighbor. Even Jesus Christ will bring that rules and regulation, the command. His disciples disappointed him. They disgraced him. They disrespected him. They rejected him. They disowned him. Almost denying even his best friend Peter on him A, on him B as of that time. But he disowned his own master, Jesus Christ. Who are you? Who are you? What you done? What Jesus Christ you done? You now bet me actually. Still almost kill him. After Jesus Christ the Messiah, we will follow you. Without you, we cannot be. Daniel may just kill him, stone him to death. He's a wicked man. He come to mislead us. And they were killing, they were doing what you say. Until who are we? Show your neighbor love. Good morning, my neighbor. What you at me child 2-3 times because me need time. Me pentem debia, me calculate. Until me child 2-3 times. Now who say oh me child now I'm one face. I'm not greeting you again. Why are you people running around the bush? But do not stab your neighbor. For the fact you don't greet again, it doesn't mean you should gossip, you should be envy, you should stab. We are calling it a wrap. Let me give one advice to neighbors, and my brother will give one. They will wrap tonight.
I was here for near Becca Archer, your omwa, or Monsieur, and he say, your neighbors, and tonight you say your neighbors, no, and now your bushia. Your neighbors, and tonight you see your neighbors tonight. It is say, ever boy in your ever boy a ma, your ma, your kunum, ever boy in your until your neighbors, and tonight ye.
Thank you, Mama. God bless you. Can you quick one?
Yes. So, my final advice to all of us is that you see the way you want your neighbor to treat you. Begin to treat your neighbor. That's
exactly.
That's the solution I can give you.
Okay.
You see how good you want your neighbor to be to you. You see how you want your neighbor to always smile to you. Smile like that to your neighbor all the time. That's it.
Alright, it's a wrap tonight. This is how we do it Sunomashi live every Saturday exactly 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. And Time with Counsellor Stella is not the only program we have here. We have a lot of program on Omashi. But we need you to support us by sharing and liking and sending your comments coming. And if you want to sponsor Time with Counsellor Stella, it's a nice one. I welcome you with a warming arm, and it's going to be in a flexible way. You can contact me on 0554-841127. I believe and I strongly know that people really enjoy this program, and I know you show love to your neighbor. Show them love. But when you're dealing with people, just be careful, because we have people that do not understand what love is all about, and they don't value human. But love them no matter what it is. If it becomes so tough, give them boundary, but still love them. Catch you same time next week. My name is Stella. I love you. Enjoy your evening. Bye for now.